Hello children, welcome back to the science class. Previous session we have completed 4 units. In this session we are going to see about unit 5, the cell. Let's see the lesson. The cell. Observe the two pictures given above. Do you observe any similarity between them? Close your eyes and imagine a brick wall. What is the basic building block of the wall? A single brick, of course. Like a brick wall, your body is composed of basic building blocks and are named as cells. The cell is the basic structural and functional unit of every living organism. The cell is self-sufficient to carry out all the fundamental and essential functions of an organism. So, let's see about the cell in this lesson. What is a cell? Cells are the smallest living units in a living thing. All living things are made up of one or more cells. There are variety of cell types. They are unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means living things made up of a single cell, and multicellular means living things made up of many cells. They all have some common characteristics features. So, the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of every living organism and our body composed basic building blocks are named as cells. The cell is self-sufficient to carry out all the fundamental and essential functions of an organism. Discovery of the cell. The Englishman Robert Hooke was a scientist, mathematician and inventor. He improved microscope which was used those days and built a compound microscope. He placed water lens beside the microscope to focus the light from an oil lamp on specimens to illuminate them brightly, so that he was able to see the minute part of the objects clearly. One day Robert Hooke made thin section of the cork and observed them through his microscope. He observed many small identical chambers which were hexagonal in shape. He was surprised. After that, he observed many objects like butterflies' wings, bees, compound eyes, etc. Based on this observation, Robert Hooke published a book named Microscopia in the year 1665, where he first used the term cell. He described the structure of tissues using the term cell. In Latin word, cellula names a small chamber. The branch of science that deals with the study of the cell is called cell biology. The structural organization of the cell. A typical cell consists of the three major parts: an outer cell membrane, a liquid cytoplasm, and nucleus. Analogous to the body's internal organ like eyes, heart, lungs, etc. Organelles are specialized structures and perform valuable functions necessary for normal cellular operation. Many distinct structures called organelles lie within the cell. So, basic structural organization of a cell: three major parts: cell membrane, the outer layer, and cytoplasm is a liquid, and the main part is nucleus. So, these are the structural organization of the cell. Size of the cell. The size of cells may vary from a micrometer to a few centimeters. Most cells are microscopic and cannot be seen with the naked eye. They can be observed only through the microscope. Smallest size of the cell is present in bacteria. The size of the bacteria cell ranges from 0.01 micrometer to 0.5 micrometer. On the other hand, the largest cell is the egg of an ostrich with 170 millimeter width. We can see this with the naked eye. In human body, the nerve cells are believed to the longest cells. Some cells are given here. The atom cell's size is 0.1 nanometer and prometine's 10 nanometer and chloroplast 1 micrometer, frog egg 1 millimeter and ant 1 centimeter, human 1 meter and blue whale 10 meter, etc. Shapes of the cell. Cells are of different shapes. For example, some shapes are given in the below picture. Smooth muscle cell, blood cells, nerve cells, bone cell, fat cell, sperm cell, ovum cell. We know that human body, the nerve cells are believed to the longest cell. So every cells are different shapes. The number of cells. The number of cells present in different organisms may vary. Organisms may be either unicellular or multicellular. Organisms such as bacteria, amoeba, chlamydomonas and yeast are unicellular. They have only one cell. And on the other hand, organisms such as Spirogyra, mango and human beings are multicellular, that is made up of a few hundred to millions of cells. Ranges of cell size are given here. First one, virus and bacterium cell, plant cell, human egg, frog egg, hen's egg and ostrich egg. Already we know that the ostrich egg with 170 millimeter width. Types of cell. Generally, cells are classified into two types. First one is prokaryotic cell. Second one, eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells has no true nucleus and no nuclear membrane. Another one is eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell has true nucleus consisting of nuclear membrane, and prokaryotic cells without a nucleus. An example of prokaryotic cells is bacteria. Next one, eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells with a nucleus. An example, plant, animal cells. So, two types of cells, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cell. First, we will see prokaryotic cell. The unicellular organisms like bacteria has prokaryotic cells. It has no true nucleus. This type of nucleus is called as nucleoid. No nuclear membrane is around this nucleoid. These cells were the first form of life on Earth. It is ranging from 0.003 to 2.0 micrometer in a diameter. For example, bacteria. The structure of prokaryotic cell are given here. These are the parts of the prokaryotic cell: chromosome, outer membrane and inner membrane, and flagellum. Flagellum is the help to move the prokaryotic cell, that means bacteria. Next one, eukaryotic cell. Cell which has true nucleus is called as eukaryotic cell. It is bigger than prokaryotic cell. It is organelles are bounded by membranes. For example, plant cell, animal cells, most of the fungi and algae cells. And eukaryotic cell is given here. The parts of the eukaryotic cells are mitochondrion, membrane, enclosed nucleus, and nucleolus, ribosomes, cell membrane. These are the parts of the eukaryotic cell. Difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell, all points already we know that. Once again we'll see. Prokaryotic cell, its diameter ranges from 1 to 2 micron. But eukaryotic cell diameter ranges from 10 to 100 micron. Prokaryotic cell, absence of membrane bound organelles. But eukaryotic cell, presence of membrane bound organelles. And prokaryotic cell, nucleus consisting of no nuclear membrane. But eukaryotic cell, true nucleus consisting of nuclear membrane. And last point, prokaryotic cell, absence of nucleoli, and eukaryotic cell, presence of nucleoli. So these are the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Plant cell. Both plant and animals are made up of cells. Both cells are eukaryotic in nature, having a wall-defined membrane bound nucleus. First we'll see plant cell. It is usually large in size. It is hard in nature. Plant cells have a cell wall in addition to their cell membrane, and plant cells have chloroplast which contains chlorophyll. And plant cells have large vacuoles, centrioles and absent. Plant cells have large vacuoles, but centrioles are absent in plant cell. So parts of the plant cells are Golgi apparatus, chloroplast, nucleus, nucleolus, endoplasmic reticulum, cell wall and mitochondria. These are the parts of the plant cell. Next one, animal cell. Animal cells are generally smaller than plant cells. It is not so hard as plant cell. Cell wall is absent in animal cell, but chloroplast is absent. Chloroplast also absent in animal cell, but cell wall and chloroplast are present in plant cell. But in animal cell, cell wall and chloroplast are absent in animal cell. An animal cell may have many small vacuoles, but plant cell having large vacuole. Centrioles are found in animal cell, but in plant cell no centrioles are present. So parts of the animal cells are mitochondria, centrioles, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus, nucleus, cytoplasm and plasma membrane. These are the parts of the animal cell. Three-dimension cell structure. The cell picture shows us a three-dimensional view. We can see the three sides of the cell structure. You can also view the size, shape, and location on the organelles of the cell. 3D view is appearing because it is more like reality. In 3D, three-dimension view, we can see the entire view of the cell. It exposes the accurate size and shape and shows the correct location of the cell organelles. In three-dimension cell, the parts of cell membrane, nucleus, nucleolus, cytoplasm, mitochondrial, Golgi complex, and endoplasmic reticulum. This is the three-dimension view of the cell parts. The last one, cell components and their functions. There are 8 components. Cell components are given here. First one, cell wall. The main function of cell wall is surrounds and protects the cell, make the cell stiff and strong. And special name of the cell wall is supporter and protector. Second cell component is cell membrane. Main function of cell membrane is holds and protects the cell, control the movement of materials in and out of the cell. The special name of cell membrane is gate of the cell. The third cell component is cytoplasm, and the main function of cytoplasm is a watery gel-like material in which cell parts move, and special name of the cytoplasm is area of movement. And fourth cell component is mitochondria. The main function of mitochondria is produce and supply most of the energy for the cell. And the special name of cytoplasm is and the special name of mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell. And fifth cell component is chloroplast. The main function of chloroplast are contain green pigment chlorophyll, capture the energy of sunlight and use it to produce food for the cell by photosynthesis. And special name of chloroplast is fruit producer for the cell only in plant cell. And sixth cell component is vacuoles. The main function of vacuoles is storage food, water and chemicals. And special name of vacuoles, storage tanks. And seventh cell components is nucleus. This is the main function, acts as brain of the cell and regulates and controls all the cell activities. And the special name of nucleus is control cell. And last eighth cell component is nucleus membrane. The main functions of nucleus membrane surrounds and protects the nucleus, control the movement of materials in and out of the nucleus. And special name of nucleus membrane, gate of the nucleus. Thank you, children. We have completed Unit 5, the cell lesson. We will see the next session. Thank you.